Hello. I'm getting set up here. Hello, this is Erica. Welcome if you're out there watching. We're just kind of getting ready, getting set up. So thanks for coming to hang out with us for an hour for the Sister Friends chat on how to choose a word of the year. This is new technology for me, so I'm trying to see if there is like if the chat feature is up and ready to go. So I'm Erica. If you're just clicking on the broadcast, just giving it a few minutes to get set up. But I wanted to make sure that you guys can type in chat. Why don't I see it here now? Okay. So if you can see that, since you're on early, if you can see that, just type hello and maybe tell me who you are. Hopefully there's like a chat box or a chat space on your computer too. So we're gonna start in about six minutes or so, just giving people time to show up. I'm appreciative of you coming to hang out with me. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk about the word of the year, how to choose one. I'm gonna share how choosing a word of the year has benefited me for the past. Well, this will be my third year choosing it. So I look forward to chatting with you guys about it. So yeah, feel free during the entire chat to post any questions you have, or if you have chosen a word of the year and you want to share what it is and maybe why you chose it, feel free to post it in the chat area. And you know, like I said, if you have any questions about it, any things like maybe you're kind of wavering between a couple of different words, then feel free to put it in the message there so that we can talk about it. Okay. I'm silent. Turn your phone on buzz. Oh. Okay. So you feel like putting your name in the chat or like tell me who's here? Because they're either all my friends or all Desiree's friends. So I just want to say hi to somebody. Desiree is trying to get on. So that's what all those buzzes are on my phone. I just silenced it though. And we'll just get started at 7. So I have a cup of tea. So if you like tea or if you like coffee, maybe go get a cup and come back and relax. Just 1 second. Desiree? Desiree? Can you see me? Hello? Can you see that? Can you see it? Can you see it? Nothing. So can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing. Mr. Jones? Yes? Hello?
Hello?
You know you're calling my phone, you're not getting on the broadcast. Do you know that?
I don't understand why I'm not getting on the broadcast. I don't understand what's going on.
Okay. I don't either. This worked so easy the other night.
I'm not like when we had done it before.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so you clicked on the invite. Can you at least see me to chat? Can you at least see it to chat? Just on the live link?
I'm sorry, say it again?
Can you at least see me to chat? Like just use, okay, so you can see that, you just can't get on the screen. Is that what it is?
Exactly. So I'm gonna just hang out. I don't know why I never received the invite like I did before, but I'm hanging out. Now we talking.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
I am fine, I think, because my screen.
You look incredible. Your hair is popping.
Thank you. All right, I am hanging up the phone.
No, I'm serious. It looks incredible.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, can you hear me on the computer screen?
Yes.
Okay, so type and talk to me. So I see that there are 5 people on, so, but just like type something so I know that people hear me and see me, okay?
Okay.
Hanging up, and we'll start in just a couple of minutes. We'll give 6 people. Okay, so we're gonna start very soon. We're having some technical difficulty. Desiree Young, who is going to sit on this broadcast with me, is going to just chat with us in the side because it's not working like we practiced. So anyway, I'm so glad you're here. We're gonna start in like just a couple of minutes, and it's gonna be fun. It's always an adventure when you do something new and you've not tried it before, and then when you set out to do it in front of people, yeah, you just have to be prepared for things to go, the unexpected. So, but it's all good. It's all good. So, Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2017, and I hope it's treating you well. 2016 is pretty good for me. But I'm looking forward to even better things in 2017. So welcome to the first ever Sister Friends chat, at least the first ever one that I hosted. There may be others, but I'll tell you a little bit more about how it came to be and why I decided to talk online live. Okay, so it's 7:01. I am going to go ahead and get started. I would love to, it's recording, and I would love to just like have a fresh start, but I fear losing all of you, so I'm just gonna go for it. And if anybody's watching the recording, just fast forward through the beginning testing phase because the actual broadcast starts now. So I am Erica Jones, and this is the first Sister Friends chat, how to choose a word of the year. I am a writer, a creative director and illustrator, online entrepreneur, slash mommy of 3, slash homeschool educator, slash a wife to 1, slash chef, slash chauffeur, slash, well, basically I have a lot of roles. I play a lot of roles, and not play, but I live out a lot of roles, and I'm sure that you do too. But the one role that I get to live out, that I probably spend the least time doing, but that is probably one of the most nurturing or rewarding, is that of a sister friend. So this year, I want to make more time to hang out with my sister friends, to have those conversations that leave you energized, ready to take on life, that comfort you when you are not doing so great. Those conversations are part of our wellness, part of our self-care. So that's why it's called the Sister Friends Chat. So I want to tell you how it came about. I had been thinking about doing a sister friend chat, but I was actually going to do a whole different format. But I was recently talking to Desiree Young, who invited some of you guys tonight. And we were on the phone because I wanted to talk to her about some rebranding that I wanted to do. I have a website called Organic Baby Resource, which I've had for almost 9 years. My daughter's 9, where I help moms to find organic and natural products for their babies. And I just rebranded the website last year, but I wanted to do it again because I've decided, I've been going back and forth about coming forth as myself, Erica Linton Jones. I have new passions, and my girls are growing up, so I want to still talk about that, but also talk about different things. And she was giving me her thoughts on it, and before we hung up, she goes, so tell me about the word of the year. What is your word of the year? And I said, okay. And then before I could answer her, she's like, you need to do a call on that. And I said, okay. A call, I don't know what that means, but I said, I was thinking about doing this sister friend chat thing. And she said, okay. And I said, but I haven't been making time to sit down and record it. So why don't we do it live? And she's like, okay, I think you should do that. And so I kind of committed to it before I even got off the phone, that we were going to sit down live and just kind of talk through how to pick a word of the year. And we're just going to see how it goes, basically. So the word of the year, some of you probably have one, but how it came to be for me, or what it even is it's basically a lens, or a filter that I use. I choose a word to guide me through the year, to help me decide what things I'm going to say yes to and what things I'm going to say no to. And I started doing this a couple of years ago because I was scrolling through Instagram, and I saw a woman called Allie Edwards' One Little Word program. And I clicked on and went through and followed more information about it. And it was a pretty cool program. It had worksheets and different things to help you choose your word. And the end result was that you would make a scrapbook of your year. And I did that, but I quickly learned I'm not really a scrapbooker, but I really embraced the practice of choosing a word and like meditating on it, maybe doing art projects around it, and just journaling about it and really living it. And when I did that for the first year, my first word was the word security. So much security came into my life that year. It wasn't like the sexiest word to choose. I might have chosen something like wealth or abundance or something like that, but security was like really what I needed. And I saw growth in my life, and I decided, okay, this is how I'm doing it from now on. Forget resolutions, where I'm pushing, striving, and just kind of burning myself out before the year even gets started. I'm just going to choose a word and try to focus what I'm really going to work on and try to cultivate in my life from here on out. So that's what a word of the year is. Like I said, it's an alternative to setting resolutions, and you can set goals with it, but it's more about, instead of pushing and striving, kind of really laying out what you want to receive in the coming year. So I want to talk to you, just kind of share, and then I want to hear from you. I'm just going to share a few ways that I go about choosing a word. So, and if you have any questions, please type them in the chat. I'm wondering if you can even hear me or see me. So I would love to just see like a hello, or if you have a question or something, or you want to share your word of the year, please do that. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. So the first, and you can look at these as steps of how to choose a word, or you could possibly do one of these things and you instantly know your word and it's all good. So the first step, or the first tip, is to get quiet and observe. Take a look at what's going on in your life. Like, what is really begging for your attention this year? The coming year, or do you need to find a new job? Do you need to finally get your book done? Do you need to take a relationship to the next level, or end a relationship? Just make a list of those things that are begging for your attention. Another way to look at it is, what could you really use more of, or what could you use less of? So you make a list of those things, and then you, those big things that are those big burning, pressing things that you want to focus on, and then you look for a common thread. And that's how I chose the word security a couple of years ago, because I had actually not too far in the distance lost my mother. And for me, she really was a sense of security. I was wanting more financial stability in my life. So I wanted financial security. I was wanting to just not walk through life with so much fear. So it came to me, I was taking a bath actually, and it came to me that security was the thing that I needed the most. So that is one way that the word may come to you. Next step is pray or meditate and ask for help or confirmation of your word. So, you could do that at saying, okay, I have no clue. I need help with this. Pray about it. Or if you have a word that's kind of percolating, and you can just pray for confirmation of that. And once you do that, you should pay attention. That's the fourth step. Pay attention to the messages that you're getting. Like, if a word keeps coming up every time you turn on the TV, every time you have a conversation, if you keep seeing or hearing a word everywhere you go, that might be your word. So, for example, the word move is the word that I had this past year, and I was going to do, my word was going to be magic because it sounded really good. But New Year's Day, I woke up and the word move was everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And one of the things that my husband and I had been talking about was moving, but we hadn't really been taking the action steps to do that. But we knew we wanted to, whether it was that year, this past year, this coming year, 2017, we wanted to. So I wanted to really focus in on preparing for that. But then the cool thing about the word move is it means a lot of things. It can mean moving your body. It could mean moving things in your life or out of your life. For me also, I wanted to move creative projects off of my desktop, off of the cloud, into reality. So it's fun to choose a word that has more than one meaning. So those are my tips. I would love it if you have some questions. I'm still wondering if this chat is even working because Desiree hasn't even posted her chat. So if it's not working, I'm so sorry, because this could be even more fun, at least for me, if I could hear or see you guys. But we'll figure that out probably for another time. So some common dilemmas that come up, or I went ahead and kind of thought through some questions that I get from friends, because I love talking with my friends about this and talking about words. Is like, what if the big issue or the common thread that I get is something negative, like the word, like fear. Like, what if fear is like all over my life and I want to get rid of it? Well, I would not choose the word fear. I probably wouldn't even choose the word fearless, because I don't like to focus on what I don't want in my life. So I would choose something like that. For instance, that year I chose the word security. You know, if you are dealing with an illness, obviously you wouldn't choose that. You could choose something like the word vitality, or something like healthy, just something to make it a positive. Like, what is the opposite of the negative is what I would try and find. So that's one dilemma. And then another one is, what if you've narrowed it down to 2 words and you just can't choose? Well, this has happened to me a few times. So basically, like I said, that time I was going to do magic, and then I was going to do move. And then actually this year, I pretty much thought I knew that my word of this year was going to be style. But then I started feeling like the word enjoy was coming up for me. And so to debate between the two, I felt like the style that I was seeking would come, like, for instance, my artistic style. I am a new illustrator, and I want to have like this artistic style so people could see my work and just know that I made it. But I decided that, or I felt inspired that if I were to just create the type of illustrations and work that I enjoy, that my style would come. Also was looking to style my house. We just moved, so it needs to be decorated, and I've been trying to figure out what my decorating style is and all of that. Again, it's about bringing things into my home that I will enjoy, and bringing so that I can enjoy my home. So you can take the word that you choose, you're going to be able to take it and apply it to pretty much all of those major issues if you choose the right word. Also, another thing you can do is to see if those words are related in any way. Just like I gave you that example between the relationship between style and enjoy. You know, what I find is that sometimes one word represents something that you want or think you want. Like you might be like, I want abundance, I want this, but there might be something else that you really need, and that word is coming up. And what I have found is that when you go with the word that represents what you need, it automatically brings what you want to. Like, I felt like choosing move, like really focusing in on that, has brought a ton of magic into my life, because those were the 2 I was debating last year. Just go with what you need, and just like trust the process. So I do have one more. I have one more thing to say, or a dilemma. When you choose your word, life might seem to, at least at first, it might seem to contradict your ability to invite that word into your life. For example, when I chose security, on New Year's Day, we ran out of gas in our car, different things, like my phone wasn't charged. I didn't have any cash on me. So right in my face, it was like, hey, there's some stuff you can do to make yourself have more security and not leave yourself so vulnerable. So I, like, first I had to kind of do those things. Similarly, when I chose move, one of the things I said that I was going to do is I was going to work out every day like a crazy person, and I was going to lose all this weight. Well, very shortly into the new year, I had some health things going on, and that was not the order of the day. And so sometimes it might seem like the opposite of what you are saying your word is happening, but that only lasts for a little bit, at least in my experience at the beginning of the year. And as soon as you do those like initial action steps to remedy that problem, stuff starts to happen pretty fast. So let's see, no other questions. So I intended for this to be like a back and forth conversation that goes on for like an hour. And it's now 7:16. Because I'd love to hear what some of you guys are thinking about your words are. I'm just going to see if there's anything I can do to make it so that I can see your chat, because I know that Desiree would be chatting with me if I told her to. So it's got to be something going on with the technology. So hold on one second. Let me see if I can see it on my website real quick. Thank you so much for coming. This is pretty cool that you joined me. And if you want to maybe like participate in a future sister friend chat, there's another sister friend chat, I would love it if you would go to my website, ericalynjones.com, and click on free updates. That's ERIKALYNNE Jones.com. Click on updates and you can just like sign up and then on my email list, and then I will send you an update when for when this is going to happen again. And I'm thinking about having some of my sister friends with other expertise come on to maybe do more of a Q&A, so we can talk about different topics and learn about new stuff, chat about new stuff that helps us be better women, helps us live our lives with more ease and more joy. That's kind of what it's all about. That's the kind of stuff I talk about when I go out with my sister friends, and it really energizes me and revives me. So I wanted to kind of try and recreate that online. So I do not see the chat ability. If anybody's ever used this before, I would love it if you could tell me if there's something I'm missing in terms of how to do chat, or if yeah, it just says it should be chat. Okay, so I did have one more thing to say, but I kind of lost it because I was distracted by the fact that there wasn't chat. But I would love it if you would go to my website. Again, it's ericalynjones.com. I'm going to just type it here. And hi, if you're just joining, I see that the number is increasing. So we have had our chat, but I have talked about the content that I had about how to choose a word of the year, and trying to get it so that I can actually see what you guys are saying to me, because I know you have some good questions or some good stories to share about it. So let's see. Yeah, another person joins. Hi. What you're going to want to do is watch the replay so that you could see the tips on how to choose your word of the year. Yeah, okay, you're still on. Good. All right. I'm just trying to figure out if I can see your chats. I'm so sorry. Let me see. If anybody wants to Google how to add chat, that would be super cool, because I'm having some technical difficulty here. Okay. If we don't get it to work in the next few seconds, I'm gonna wrap up and release you, and we could totally try this again, so that we can dialogue about it. But how about this? You just yeah, go there and subscribe, and then I will email you. And then if you have any questions about it, then you can just like send them back to me. So that's what I think the best thing to do is. So Thank you so much. This is Erica Lynn Jones, and this was the first ever Sister Friends chat on how to choose a word of the year. Thank you, and I will talk to you soon.